Good day, good people. They're fine day in the year of the vibrant tooling day. Bravo David, I'm Lino McCarthy. Few millions left. Don't believe that. Few know me as the man who is feeling very rejuvenated, even though he is probably sweat. Probably sweat a half gallon of sweat yesterday. I'll tell you what, it was hot yesterday. We had a fantastic cookout in the AW parking lot where nothing went wrong. Everything was fine. Everyone who stopped by had some delicious meats. Hamburgers, hot dog, little chicken, grilled by myself, Golden Man the Grill for a little bit. We had a very good time. It was a good time. Speaking of, all luchadors are banned from the building tonight. All Yakuza are also banned from the building tonight because I just want a nice, peaceful show after Friday because some shenanigans happened Friday for real. So much happened. I'm a little perturbed at things that happened, but we have ourselves a show. As it is official at the Big V Avi-Mania 5, it will be Hu Tao going one-on-one with the woman who is, as she said, has been a gnat in her ear, bothering her for the past few months. On Takamaki, Miss Panther. On was going to fight Sage, and we'll talk about Sage in a little bit because she's in the main event against Mizuki. Mizuki demanded Sage, or didn't actually demand her, called her out for being a coward, saying you didn't have Aiba pin me because you wanted to torture Aiba, you just were afraid that you couldn't get the job done yourself. That didn't rub Sage the right way. She was gonna, Sage says, I'm gonna show you why I am the leader of this group. Which is crazy because, you know, with the name, I'm kind of expecting to be Eggman, but I guess it is Sage who is in charge, Sage who is in power. We have Mother Dearest versus Daddy Dearest, and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for this, this matchup to begin. We have Gin, who said that Tenna is going to challenge, Captain Falcon, and Captain Falcon is in action tonight. Gin will be training him, him being Mr. Ant Tenna, and they will have a tag team match against a team that Gin has determined. Going backwards though, to our second match, it'll be Kang versus Undefeated. Will Captain Falcon's undefeated streak remain? But we're all eyes on this match right here. March 7th has 11 shows to Avi-Mania. She's got one match down as the stars go black. $485 days. Tonight, March takes another step on her open challenge. 11 more matches until Avi-Mania. Can she find 5 people to beat her? There are 5 spots available in her championship match. Mew will not be one of them. But Mew showed, here's the thing, and this is what March is now looking for. She found somebody in Mew who was able to kick out of a lot of offense, but Mew was not able to dish out a lot of offense. March needs a combination. Someone who can kick out of her most vicious of attacks, her most vicious of moves. But also to beat her up and bang her up enough to put her down for 3. This is the best March 7th. She has her cameraman. She has everything that she needs, all the tools in her arsenal, and you have to contend with that. You have to be ready for it. Mew is not ready for the cameraman. Mew is not ready for any of this. It is no countouts, and look at that icy cold custom Fight Forever championship. Camera lens in that center. The flames have frozen solid. March is looking for someone to beat her to rekindle the fire on the Fight Forever championship. She knows that is what is best for the title. Who can try to rekindle those flames? Let's see who attempts to tonight. Hey, hold on a minute. Don't say psych, because it's real. Athena answers the call tonight. Athena has not even been here for a whole year. Athena is one of the newest, hottest, young up-and-comers in the AWE. She has essentially won over the hearts of so many people here in the AWE and the fans in the AW universe. Look, listen to that. The pop when she's coming out. They love her. Backstage, everyone loves her. They hear what she's doing for everyone. She's advocating for the mental health backstage. She's working with people, trying to make sure that everyone's of sound mind, a solid state of mind. And I can appreciate that. This is, however, not about mental health. This is about who's better in the ring here tonight. She's gonna have to contend with March 7th. As they actually walk over to immediately, hold on a minute. Athena actually gets March into the corner. Athena may have actually the power advantage here. Punches March into the corner, sends her right down afterwards. And double feet right into the chest. Athena starting this match off hot. Focused. Do as much damage to March as possible. You don't want to, admittedly, you don't want this match to linger. You want to get out everything you can. She jumped over that, jumped into a wheelbarrow bulldog. March 7th is potentially the best. Not potentially, she is the best in the business. Caught her with a moonsault. I thought that might have been a little too far away, but she got her. March, however, rolling up Athena. That actually, I don't know if is the right decision, but I think it does give March a little bit of break. And I think she needed a little bit of a break to get herself back in this action. She slapped Athena in the face, and Athena clearly didn't take too kindly to that, trying to grab March right afterwards. Maybe trying to make this young, up-and-coming wrestler more prone to making an error out of emotion. Which would be so ironic for Athena, and going for another roll-up on her, able to kick out. Rolling up right back, though, that's one. And look at this power to get out of the bridge into a backslide by March 7th. That is not even one. Athena just kicks out of that one. Remember, there are no countouts in this matchup, and look at that. She was like, go and roll out, roll back in, kick you right in the temple. You go out when I say you go out. No, Athena comes back in. She's saying, I'm not gonna go out. I go out when I say I go out. Jumps off the rope, catches her with a moonsault. The back and forth in this matchup is crazy, and I want to put out, look who's taking damage first. It is March 7th. That is not a strong feat. Athena right afterwards, though. That is not an easy feat, rather. I think it's not a strong feat. It is a strong thing that she has just done, actually. Oof. Measured with a flying forearm. Stepped over, tosses March by the arm. Athena actually might be the first one to build up a signature here. No, March catches the leg, super kick. Athena falls over. March 7th, still one of the best of all time. Athena, one of the newbies, but I'll tell you what, one of the newbies might be what it takes to beat March here tonight. Goes nose first onto the mat. March trying to stomp there. Athena able to get a reversal and catches a nasty knee. Goodness gracious, we know that knee has helped put away superstars in the past. A lot of, I think really Sakura Ogami was never ready for that knee. Somebody else kept getting caught by that March 7th knee as well. It's kind of a flash knee strike as, oh man. As March sets up for the beginning of the end. She rolled out of the way. She countered the Astral Express. Lifts March up herself. And drops her on the back of the knee. The health check lands. Athena going top rope, not going for the moon swing instead. Going, oh my gosh. March does not have resiliency. Y'all don't think? 1, 2. Y'all, there was a world. If you are not feeling this matchup, you don't have a love for the business right now. Everyone in this audience is screaming, fight forever. Athena is gotta be the closest person. Reverse twist of fate? Or inverse twist of fate? I'm not entirely sure. I didn't even know that was a thing. Tried it a knee strike of her own. March able to roll out of the way. Tried it a chop. Athena just a step faster. Lifts her up on the knee again. This time, knee strike does land. March rolls out of the way one more time. March very close to having a finisher, though. Athena is in danger if that ever lands, but March goes face first into the LED board, rolls into the ring. Remember, there are no countouts here. Athena, what you thinking? What girl thinking here? Off the ropes. That's really close. I'm not sure if that's actually going to land. She got it! Oh, but March reverses right back. Athena steps out of the way. She still has advantage in this fight. X Factor. March is on wobbly legs. Athena right now has the advantage, but that all could change with one Trailblaze, one freeze frame, one snapshot. Anything could fix this in March's favor, but Athena, fire in her heart, jawbreaker on March, but rolls out of the ring. March now realizing I might have to use my own rules to my advantage, lifting up Athena onto the shoulders and rolls with her. Y'all, and this is the first match of the night? March this time saying, okay, you want to show off? Let me show off two double axe, right? Measured right to the back of the head. And that took Athena's head all the way to red. That had to hurt. She could not see it coming. You could not winch. You could not prepare for it. Off the ropes, frog splash by March to the back. Goes for a pinfall saying, maybe I can burn a little resiliency early on Athena. That's one, not even one. You got to remember, March has not had a signature or a finisher, but she's got one built up. Girly has got one built up, stomps on the wrist, and a second stomp on the wrist. March is out of her wheelhouse right now, out of her comfort zone. But she's calling for Athena to get up. What does she have here? Through the ropes. Catches her. Was that a reversal of finisher? DDT, spiking DDT. Wait, y'all? Oh, I would have gone for the pin, Athena. That might be a rookie mistake, because March stands right back up. You can't hit your finisher. She can hit hers, and you don't have resiliency anymore. Slaps Athena right in the face. Athena fires right back, though. German, the position, but March with a waistlock switch. And a little Operation Dragon sends Athena back of the neck into the mat. Athena has to build up resiliency. Has to build up resiliency. She was going for, I think, that finisher. I think it's like a, I'm not even sure. She is doing some sort of rolling something. I don't know for certain. Jumps over whatever Athena was going for. This is what I'm talking about. Just when you think March is out, she ain't out. Because remember, she's got a top rope maneuver too, and Athena is not stunned. She has an opportunity to reverse. She does have an opportunity to reverse. Will she, though, is the million-dollar question. Rolls through with that drop kick. And Athena does not have resiliency. Say it ain't so, Athena. 1, 2, caught her at the right place. The right time she kicked out. Right place at the right time she kicked out. Shot to the back. Is Athena gonna go to Mania? Reversal. Into the ropes. Catches her, spinning sidewalk slam. Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah, but here's the thing. March still hasn't burned resiliency, I don't believe. Top rope. Goes for it. Lands it a second time. I don't even know what she calls that one because I'm used to the mood swing. I didn't even know she used that. 1, 2. March burns before Athena. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Pops up. Hurricane Rana, y'all. No, I said it earlier. You have to beat the best March 7th. Oh, you gotta beat the best March 7th. They got me in my seat right now, dude. They got me in my seat. March's photographer is here. Athena's blinded. And don't forget, March had a finisher ready. Wait, Athena got the knee up. She was blinded, she got the knee up, went for a frog splash. March clutched up, got her knees up. Athena saw the knees and jumped over to not collide. That was incredibly smart. Punch to the face. What is Athena going for here? March still has almost 2 finishers. Here's the thing. Knees did not land. And instead roll up, trying to... Oh my gosh, she's trying to roll up Athena. And she may burn resiliency that way. 1, 2. Oh, she didn't. Oh my gosh, she didn't. Oh my goodness, she didn't. Athena, you have a... I'm shaking, dude. You have a real world. You have an opportunity. Pops up, reverses into a DDT. It is a pinfall. That might be it. 1, 2. No. Dude. Off the rope moonsault doesn't land. Here's the thing, if she hits one Trailblaze and then another, this matchup is over. She'll burn Resiliency and then she'll hit another one and it's gone. Has her on the ropes instead. March with a reversal. Athena goes flying. No, Athena goes over top. Rolls underneath, ducks the clothesline. What is this? Cutter. Hurricane Rana. Drop kick. That was the comeback. She's got a signature and a finisher. Y'all, there's no way. My heart is beating like crazy. She has her for the seg again. Drops her on the back of the knee. She's stunned. This is gonna be it. Lifts her up. March is going around. Mode swing. 2026. 1, 2. She did it. Athena's going to Mania! Oh my gosh! Athena's going to Mania! The first spot, she is beatable. She is beatable. I gotta breathe. Yeah, I gotta breathe. Spinning right round, baby, right round. Fireworks going off outside. I am at a loss for words. The only thing that's going through my mind right now is the first person to pin March 7th in 2026. A woman who is ready. Dude, I dropped my whole controller. A woman who is... Bring me back over, dude. A woman who is ready for March 7th. Athena Sykes. I ended it right there because that was actually perfect timing with the music. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was magic. That was magic. My neck hurt, dude. They had me standing up on my chair because I was like, March is 2 moves away from winning this matchup. That entire time, March was 2 moves away from winning that match. I thought it was over when the cameraman came out, but Athena got the knee up. Athena got the knee up at the last second. Take us to our next match. That should have been the main event. That should have been the main event. Athena was ready for... I might be saying that for the rest of the night, dude. Hey, Captain Falcon, Ryoma, y'all go one-on-one real quick. Hey, give me the stars. Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, your new AEW champion is here. Early doors in his match, Gin had the advantage. However, someone always comes to help Captain Falcon because he is, for some reason, the most beloved superstar of all time. He is your favorite superstar's favorite superstar. He is your least favorite superstar's favorite superstar. He is his favorite superstar's favorite superstar. He's Captain Falcon. And at Avi-Mania, he's going up against nobody's favorite superstar, Mr. Tenna. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't hate Mr. Tenna like I used to hate Mr. Tenna either. I don't. He's broadly okay. Sometimes I feel sorry for him because I think he is a little bit too hard on himself. But tonight, It is champion versus champion. Athena's going to Mania. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was pretty sure she was gonna lose and then find herself in the ladder match. Athena's going to Mania. I gotta drink some water, man, dude. I don't know how much more of the show I can take. My heart was like racing when she was stunned. I was like, is March just gonna kick out and win as she always does? Athena was ready for March. And Ryoma was ready for whatever BS happened this Friday. He wanted to face Kaito one-on-one for his championship. He wanted to. He said, Kaito is beating me in 3 different championship matches at Ticket to Paradise 2025, right? I think so? No, I think it was Ticket to Paradise 2020. Was it 2024? Was it? Maybe it was 2025. Ticket to Paradise 2025. Man, my memory is... maybe it was Ticket to Paradise 2024. And then... Who was champion in this past one? Okay, yeah, it was Ticket to Paradise 2024, Avi-Mania, ooh, Sling Blade. Avi-Mania 2024 lost in the ladder match, and then at the Fight Before Christmas 2024, lost in a one-on-one match. That is what happened. Lost 3 times in 2024. Ryoma says 2026 is different. Ryoma stood up the new Ultimate Hope. Actually faced off against the man who closed off their timeline in Taka this past Friday. Surprisingly enough, was actually Third Law White. Stood back up. Captain Falcon not letting Ryoma push him into the corner. Ryoma, has he suffered a loss since becoming the Ultimate Hope, actually? I don't know if he's suffered a loss since becoming the Ultimate Hope. Captain Falcon, however, looking to make him one, make him take a loss, rather. But here's the other thing. Captain Falcon specifically... Sorry, I was thinking for a second. Captain Falcon specifically has not lost, period, in the AWE. All the way to the AWE Championship, which is crazy. Tenna's gonna have to contend with that. Every match that Tenna's won, he has had a caveat. What I was thinking about just now is, I don't think run-in works for Bloodline rules, but like, if it does, you could have like a 4th person come out, and I think that'd be hilarious. Big chop. Reversal by Ryoma. German suplex position into a neck breaker. Lands flush. Lifted right back up. Sent into the corner, and a big kick right to the chest. But that was actually a reversal. I didn't know that he blocked that kick. Captain Falcon is kind of scary in the ring. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I will keep it a buck with you. That man is kind of scary. He already has a signature. He's looking like March right now, but not the March of this last match. The March that was fighting against Mute, where she just decimated mans. Right now, Ryoma's getting decimated by Captain Falcon. Count of 1. Count of 2. Falcon waiting for Ryoma to get back in. Ryoma with the reversal. He's got to do some work. Ryoma's really, truly, and sincerely got to do some work. Able to reverse there. A couple of chops by the champion, by our Triple Crown champion in Ryoma. Overhand strike. Looking to get running at Captain Falcon. What is he? No, he's just walking. He walked out. He walked that way. Walked that way. Falcon, I'm sorry. I probably should have taken like 15 minutes after that match. Because that match took all the energy out of me. Clothesline by Ryoma. And reverses the signature Ryoma now suddenly right back in this fight. Especially if he's able to hit it, turns him around. Lifts him up and slams Falcon down right into the pinfall. Falcon does not have resiliency built up. It's 1. It's 2. It's a kick out. That's how these matches go. A single reversal can spell a complete shift in the matchup. Right into the chest of Captain Falcon. I'm surprised Ryoma used that move. It got reversed so many times this past Friday into a super kick into the corner. Couple of strikes. Super kick right back to Falcon. Falcon's head is now feeling a little worse for wear. Ryoma standing him up. But reversal by Falcon. Ryoma now in the corner. Turns him backwards. No, doesn't turn him backwards. Just shoves his head into the turnbuckle. Then tosses him all the way across the... What is he doing here? What is this? Flying headbutt right to Ryoma's midsection. Helmet contact for one. Just one. That's our Kang. He had a crown for a reason, baby. Middle rope. Another headbutt. Goodness. I don't know if these headbutts should be allowed with this man with his helmet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Standing him up off of the ropes. And drop kick to the back. Ryoma rolls out of the way. Audience very excited about that, feeling it. Ryoma catches Falcon. Falcon is down for a pinfall. They're now very even. This is a very even matchup. Falcon kicks out at one himself. Captain Falcon undefeated. Ooh, jumping headbutt. Ryoma, I think undefeated since becoming the ultimate hope. That may or may not be true. I'm actually not entirely certain. Wrenching that arm, rolling it back. Ooh, stomping on it. Hurt the arm and the chest with that leg drop. Captain Falcon follows Ryoma outside the ring. Tries to snatch him down from the apron. This time does. Ryoma's busted open. And Falcon steps back in saying, okay, that was enough. Smart player here, Captain Falcon. After getting that signature reverse, he started to really slow down the match. And Captain Falcon is a man who can go in a quick-paced match. Off the ropes, into the ropes. Super kick. Oh my gosh. Did you see how he spun around? That felt like a galactic punt to me. Reverse, long ways to go, and now it might be all Falcon. Goodness gracious. I think he's going to the corner. I think he's looking to knock Ryoma out. King's about to be down. He's about to knock the crown. Oh, the knee strike. He was not going for the Falcon punch. He went for the knee. Now he's going for that Falcon punch. And it does not hit. Ryoma saying, hey, look at this. It's a long ways to go. Whoa, what a sequence. Ryoma, I don't know why you're not going for a pinfall. Yeah, that's better. He was like, yeah, I don't know why I'm not going for a pinfall either. Let me get that. 1, 2. Falcon does kick out. He did not have resiliency built up. Ryoma now has a long fight ahead of him as these two are trading blows. And honestly, that might be a great decision for Ryoma. He's got blood dripping in his eyes. But if he can come out on top of this one, this whole match has turned itself around. Big chop. Shot to the jaw. That being said, you don't want to get into a punching contest with Captain Falcon, but if you can block him... I don't know why he asked for one. That was a mistake. Captain Falcon says, yeah, you get me too. Slap him right across the chest. Is it going to be even? It may be even as these two... I don't know who's going to come out on top. I would think it would be Captain Falcon, but I don't want to underestimate the Kang. Completely even between these two. Oh, and he turned him around. Oh, wait, what was that? Reversal? I don't know what he reversed there. Crossbody. Captain Falcon just watched as he plummeted. Sends him into the ropes. Captain Falcon with a Falcon punch. Falcon punch right in the mush. 1, 2. Did he burn? Did the Kang not burn resiliency? I didn't see. So you guys will have to tell me, but if he did not burn resiliency, that's crazy. Look at his vitality, look at his body. If he didn't burn resiliency, Falcon knee lands again. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? No, we're not, because he's going for the Falcon punch again. Goodness gracious. Someone stop that man's Falcon punch. If he ain't burning, he about to have to burn it now. Unless it's over. 1, 2. He must have burned it. I guess he did. I thought he didn't for a second. I wasn't sure. Captain Falcon, in the course of this weekend, has pinned both AWE World Champions. And nobody came out to help him. Oh my gosh. Captain Falcon proves he can do it alone. Dude. If I am Tenna, my resolve might be shot. That was Kang Ryoma. Our first Triple Crown champion here in the AWE. Yikes, Tenna. We'll see who you two are fighting. Right now, though, I was going to do stars, but I completely forgot. Let's get the show on the road. Tenna. Pardon me, Tenna. And Gin. In tag team action as the stars. Go Black. We have a big announcement for our tag team for deciding who's going to the tag team championship match at Avi-Mania. We will have that decided, not decided next week, but we will have a big announcement on tag teams for next week. Everyone in both tag team divisions are going to want to see this. It is going to be unprecedented. It is going to be fantastic, and boys, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, actually. I'm kind of pretty excited. We'll see how it all plays out, though. Tenna, best of luck to you. And that's from me. Somebody who would never say best of luck to you, Tenna. But I will say it today. Let's see how this plays out. Mr. Tenna at least seems to have had his spunk back in his step. Maybe just very happy to be teaming with Gin. Gin gave him a really nice pep talk. I had to watch it at the end of last night's show. I hadn't seen Mr. Tenna, but he apparently was out by the garbage after the attack from the Yakuza. Saying he can't beat an undefeatable Captain Falcon, saying he doesn't want to get involved with a title that management could just try and put him through the ringer on, and you know, that's, I mean, look, I'm fine, I'm okay with that. But Gin, at the end of Friday's show, essentially, in front of the garbage can said, hey, you're not trash to me. You remind me of times with my mother. We'd watch cartoons. We'd watch game shows together. We'd laugh. We'd have a good time, and all those happy memories come flooding back to him when he sees Mr. Tenna. Gin doesn't know the state of his mom, doesn't know what is going on in his world, to be honest, but tonight, none of that matters. He's here to help Mr. Tenna. He's found a family here in the AWE with Uncle Ira. Man, what a lad, dude. I do love Gin. That's my boy. He is going to try and help Mr. Tenna, and apparently he said, hey, look, don't be afraid of our tag team that we're going up against. Oh, Lord. Gin, you're going to get him killed. You might get yourself killed, dude. This is, I will admit, probably the scariest tag team in the division. They are, after this past Friday, the new AWE Tag Team Champions. They've run through the division. I can't exactly say that. They haven't fought everybody in the division. But tonight, they fight Tenna and Gin. Gin, I don't know how you got these two to agree to this matchup. But I'm going to tell you what. They are not going to go easy on you or Tenna. Oh, man, Gin, why did you do this? That kid might be stupid. Respectfully. Well then. I think the only likelihood that, the only like caveat that we have, I was gonna say Scorpion did get injured on Friday, a head injury. Because of that, it looks like Sub-Zero starting off this matchup against Tenna. And Tenna went running at him and immediately, he killed him. Tenna was like, okay, if I get a running start, I can take him out. And instead, he dies. He dies promptly. Goes underneath, goes over top. And Sub-Zero continues to murder Tenna. Tenna gets a foot up. Hits a Hurricane Rana, the world's largest Hurricane Rana, not for nothing. Clotheslines Sub-Zero. You have to imagine maybe Sub-Zero feeling a little worse for wear after that tag team championship match. It was brutal. It was honestly pretty chaotic. I did love it. It was very good. Tags been made to Gin. That's probably the smart decision. Gin, I think it could at least give Sub-Zero a run for his money. Missed that drop kick again. Still on his feet though. Hurricane Rana to the lad. Oh no, hold on a minute. Measured shots. No, again reversing the pressure there. Low-key kind of embarrassed Sub-Zero there. Sub-Zero clearly not happy about it. And instead drops Gin. No, Gin catches him in an uppercut. Never forget who we're dealing with. This is a man who was an underdog in every one of his championship matches. His luck finally ran out when Captain Falcon took the stage. But tonight, he's here to show you that an underdog can still come out on top when the odds are against him. Gin is busted open. The match has only been going on for a handful of minutes. And now this is hard to watch. He is just over and over. Hey, stop this! Hey, hold on a minute. Really, no, that needs to stop. Jessica, you should have checked on Gin after that. He really just continued going with that forearm right to a child's head. Like, Jessica, please. Like, I know that this team is dangerous, but that was hard to watch. Like, legitimately hard to watch. I'm glad Gin is okay and still moving. And the thing is, Tenna, I don't know if he knows the rules of a tag team match. I don't know if he's ever been in a tag team match. He could have punched Sub-Zero not for nothing. Tag not made. But Gin reverses the signature right into the fireball powerbomb. That's my point. Man, I love wrestling, dude. 1, 2, Scorpion comes in, kick out happened. Sub-Zero had no resiliency. I'm gonna tell you what, Gin might be able to sneak this victory. I know this was a match that was supposed to be about training Tenna, but I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think Gin might have realized, okay, these guys are really just trying to hurt us, and I don't think Tenna needs to be hurt before Mania. However, Sub-Zero tags out, Scorpion's now in, Gin steps back in and goes right down. Tenna says, okay, no, don't worry, I'm gonna help you out, buddy. Yo, he powered through that kick and a headbutt with the TV. Looked feral afterwards. A little scares me a little bit, but that's fine. Dude, Sub-Zero versus Gin and that... My heart started pumping again. Reversal by Scorpion. Sending Tenna into the corner. Tenna able to get an elbow up. Something I've seen about Tenna recently, or at least in this matchup so far, is that he is keeping his guard up. Maybe he learned that from Gin. That might not matter because these two are just tearing him apart now. Sub-Zero back in. Reversal from Tenna. The Ant-Man goes underneath, goes over top, and gets caught by Sub-Zero and stomped on as if he were an actual ant. Pinfall right afterwards. Just one. Tenna, there are actually, it's weird to say this, there are actually people rooting for you now. Not something I would have expected to say here in 2026 or 2020 anything, but there are people rooting for you. He got the knees up. I didn't even think Scorpion was going to hit that, but he got the knees up, pushes Sub-Zero into the corner, smacks him in the face, saying, hey, that's for trying to really hurt my tag team partner, my trainer, my buddy Gin. Clothesline. Roll up by Tenna, however. Maybe trying to get that separation kick out. He's back up to his feet, and he's up to his feet before. And that's the one thing, even though you sacrifice, I will give Tenna that. You sacrifice them gaining some blue bar out of a kick out, but you do get up first. That is, admittedly, that's the one exchange that you do get for that. And if you're able to get off some big moves after that, it may have been all well worth it. But right now, Scorpion's having his way off the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Misplaced that. Now into the corner. Nope, reversal again by Scorpion. This team, if you didn't realize it from what we saw with Gin, and now what we're seeing from Scorpion, they are as brutal as they come. Runs and tried to hit a knee strike right to the face, trying to crack the screen of Tenna. Instead, Tenna off the ropes, tried to hit that flying headbutt again, or that flying TV headbutt, I should say. Reversal into the corner. Little flip. Flipping through the channels, and then afterwards, clue! I thought it was a clothesline. He turned into a crossbody midair. Tenna he's kind of moving this match. For a big man, he is kind of moving. Punch right to the jaw. Scorpion with a reversal, and oh my gosh, Scorpion killed him. A precision strike from Scorpion. And now some joint manipulation, yanking that arm back, and double knees to the back. Yo, look at Tenna's body. Look at his body. We're at a count of 7. They're gonna... It's just like what they did to... I don't remember who it was. I think the Scheme team, they just played with their food. But they actually brought Tenna back into the ring, which is surprising to me. They almost low-key lost by countout. That would have been crazy for them to suffer their first loss like that. Here in the AWE. Into the corner, however, Tenna may be dying. We've seen what they can do together. Double stomp to the back. And stares him down as a knee strike knocks Tenna out cold. Gin's gonna have to come and help Tenna. 1, broke it up. Double stomp to set you up to take a deadly knee strike. Double axe right to the heart of Tenna, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Sub-Zero so close to that signature, Tenna might be dead to rights. They are making quick tags again. And they have nothing flashy going on with these moves. It's just we're gonna hit moves that hurt you. We're gonna hit moves that hurt you and hurt you bad, keep you down, off the ropes. Tenna rolls out of the way. Tenna does roll out of the way. Shot to the back. Staring him in the eyes. But reversal. At least didn't reverse a finisher there. Knee strike doesn't land. Tenna, Hurricane Rana. Actually, Scorpion busted open off of that. Kipped up. That might have woken him up. Send him to the corner again. And does not tag in Gin. Instead, scoop slam to Scorpion. Dude, their vitality bars are still completely full. Frog. Oh, hold on. Froggy's his signature. 1, 2. Remember, Scorpion is injured. They could, you don't think. You don't believe. Tenna, where the heck are you going? Tenna, what the heck you doing? Hey, I don't think Gin trained him enough. He kicked out. I was about to say that's the man who's going to Mania. Tag's been made again. He did survive that roll-up. I thought he was worse than that, but apparently Gin's training is starting to pull off. You know, that's a man who trained with Uncle Iroh. Now it's a man who is training people himself, but could not stop that tag in. As, wait a minute. He's dead, but he stands right back up. Gin, Hurricane Rana. Off the ropes. Ooh, but look who stood up to avoid it. Man, that would have been pretty. Oh, he's got a finisher. Thank goodness he turned him around. He reversed it. He didn't reverse the finisher. But he did roll up Sub-Zero. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Gin is fine, though. Gin's fine. Gin's fine. I was going to say Sub-Zero is more fine. I thought he was going for the cat's claw. That would have been the right decision, not for nothing. But you know what? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe they want to go for a tag team finish. Even if they want to, Sub-Zero not looking to make it happen. Yo, I can't believe Athena's going to Mania. I cannot believe it. Tag's been made again. Scorpion takes a couple of steps over to Gin. Walks over to him, but that may have been the wrong decision. Spanish fly by Gin. Tag's been made. Tenna back in this thing. Tenna does have 2 finishers. If we can hit both of them low-key, he could win this matchup. He could be the reason his team, Team Tenna here, Team Ginna, gets the victory. Jumps in, but jumped right into Scorpion, a Scorpion Deathlock. Honestly, his finisher probably the Scorpion Death Drop. Oh, man, Tenna. Oh, Tenna. Oh, Tenna. They're just trying to shove that TV head off. No, 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 no. Oh! Man. Brutality. Tenna not giving up, though, goes underneath. Hurricane Rana, he's still fighting. Goes for the pinfall, trying to bait Sub-Zero out again. Scorpion is beat up pretty bad. Never mind, I'm wrong. He kicked that at 1. I'm wrong. I was like, he's beat up pretty bad. No, he ain't. No, he is not. In the corner. Tenna bleeding. I didn't know he could do that, to be honest. Scorpion. Ugh. That honestly could be resiliency from Tenna. Again, I would have come in for this one, and he did come in for this one. Tenna did luckily kick out, because now he's really going to need resiliency if Scorpion jumps off of these ropes and kills him. Hey, Tenna, you're crawling to the wrong corner. You need to be crawling again, huh? He's beat up so bad he don't know where he's crawling. Oh, Lord. Tornado DDT. Hurricane Rana. Tenna he's dying. This is getting hard to watch. Huh? After Captain Falcon just won his match. Huh? Wait a minute. Into the corner. Punch to the head. Tenna, wait! No. I was gonna say he might burn resiliency on him. He's trying to use the rope saying, hey, come in to help now. No, he kicked out before even one happened. Hey, what is Sub-Zero? What is he? He's terrifying is what he is. Jeez Louise. Hey, Tenna, you needed to make the tag after that. Because now Scorpion is looking like he is going to kill you. He is looking like he is going to bash your circuits in, buddy. And it looks like they may be doing it together here. Is resiliency from Tenna. Sweeps the leg, double stomp to the back, and stares at him as his partner kills him. 1, 2, Tenna has to burn resiliency. This match is not over yet, but I think if he doesn't make the tag, it certainly is. Reversal. Into the corner. Tenna? You should not be running, you should just be tagging. He did. He should have certainly just been tagging. Gin steps out of the way of that. If Gin can hit the cat's claw here, or really the cat's cradle, I was gonna say cat's cradle on Scorpion actually, could burn resiliency or could get them to win. Remember, submission wrestling is back, baby. It is back. Turned around. Ooh, caught him out of the air. He is going to die. Turnabout's fair play. Gin did that to him before. Sub-Zero stood back up. Gin on the shoulders. And dropped onto the knee. Back of the head on the knee. I don't know what it is. Whenever, like, Sub-Zero's in the match, he tends to bring out the more brutal moves for Gin, and I don't like that. That's not cool. Oh, yeah, he's down. Immediately, the second Gin stepped into the ring, he hit him with a knee strike. And now he's looking to kill him. And Gin can't reverse it. He's dead. He's frozen over. But Tenna was there for him. Just like Gin has been there for Tenna. Gin's busted open, right? I'm pretty sure he is. That might be... Ooh, Ooh, I was gonna say that might be a little too far. He's still on his feet, getting still groggy though. But able to recover enough to reverse that Irish whip. Ooh, put everything into that drop kick. Goes to the corner, tags Tenna back in there, making frequent tags. Trying to build up some vitality back. Again, I think Gin really needs to be their secret weapon here. And here's the thing. That's going to be another caveat for Tenna. Because I'll tell you what, Tenna's been getting destroyed by this team. This team that scares me. Scares me tremendously. Tenna reverse. Okay, I take it all back. Tenna reverse the signature. Tenna reverse the sig there. Stares him down. Overhand chop. Second overhand chop. Little atomic drop into a, ooh! Double feet to the face. Stands him up one more time. Into the corner. Tenna starts his run. DDT. Not a bad decision. Scorpion does not have resilience, but once again, he's built up his vitality back. Tenna, you're gonna have to hit a signature or finisher to bring that man down tremendously. That being said, that's easier said than done on these two. Tenna really loves to hit this move. He said, I'm gonna do it again. That was different actually. This time it was an arm drag. And I think you kind of saw like, at the start of that move, Scorpion hesitated. I think he may have actually been expecting the DDT, was ready to counter the DDT. And Tenna was like, no, it's not the DDT this time. This time I'm gonna drag your arm. Clothesline in the corner. Tenna lifted right back up. Blood all over this ring. I'm gonna say I think everyone's bleeding except for... Ooh! I think everyone's bleeding except for Sub-Zero. Tag's been made on both ends. Sub-Zero and Gin both in. The only person who's got a signature yikes and a finisher is Gin. However, immediately Gin walks in and dies to Sub-Zero. Gin, I don't know why you chose the new tag team champions. I know that like beating them would give Tenna a major boost, but I don't know if you could beat them. They're a different breed right now. They are they're really the most worrying duo in the game right now. Waist lock. Shot to the back. Tried to turn him around. Sub-Zero back in control. Sub-Zero very close to having another finisher. Not what you want to see, and what else you don't want to see is a tag made here and a double super kick. Gin's injured now. Has to roll out of the ring. That's what I was talking about. You don't want this. Not at all. Oh, I thought he was about to hit that cat's claw. Went for something on the leg there, but instead, Sub-Zero reverses. Gin goes into the barricade. They are beating up this poor, unfortunate child. And you got to imagine Tenna is probably like, he's doing this because of me too. Pop up, wait a minute. Fireball, power bomb. I think the back of his head, it did. The back of his head hit the steel steps. I don't know if you heard the sound, but it certainly did. We're to count of 6. Again, I wouldn't throw him back in. I would have thrown him to the side. You could have won this match by countout. I would have taken it. But I know Tenna doesn't want that. 1, 2. Still not resiliency. I was gonna say Tenna certainly doesn't want another caveat, or rather Tenna's psyche can't handle another caveat. Both Tenna and Gin both have 2 finishers. Gin stares him over, looks him over, turns him backwards, lifts him up with his head, and then drags his head underneath. Super kick right under the jaw. And he's actually calling for him. He's not calling for the tag. He's calling for the cat's cradle. And it's in deep. Hold on a minute. He did have to come in. Resiliency was not burned. But if that lasted for a little bit longer, I think it may have been up to the top rope. Gin calling for Scorpion to get up. This is their best chance. This is their best opportunity. Turns around. Scorpion steps out of the way. This is an injured Gin, and Tenna can't come in to help. Gin, at the very least, does still have a finisher on lock. Power bomb, Scorpion, center of the ring, lands. Does not crawl into the pin afterwards. Sub-Zero kips right back up though, realizing, okay, that's fine. All I need to do is put this kid down. Easy work. Reverse DDT. No, into a single leg jawbreaker. Or really maybe even a single leg code breaker for real. Tag's been made to Sub-Zero. That's once again such terrible news for this team. Sub-Zero has been the bane of Gin's existence in this matchup, and that knee strike lands again. Gin is down. Gin is out cold. Gin is about to perish. Again. Oh, Guinea boy. The cows, they're hollering. Just stay down. You shouldn't fight this fight. Oh, Guinea boy. The blood is flowing. And the mat has seen better days. Oh boy, again, please, no. Double stomp to the back. He couldn't even see it coming. Able to stand back up, turned around. Drop kick doesn't land. Gin still surviving. Rolls up Sub-Zero. That's not gonna work. One. Wait. I gave him two. I could have fooled me. Again, a step faster. Sub-Zero. Able to reverse the Irish whip. Sub-Zero is scary. Sub-Zero is something else. Scorpion back in. Admittedly, that is the one that I think is the most liable to take a pinfall here tonight. It doesn't look like that's going to happen because look at this. He is clocking him. Now, someone who appreciates a good discus elbow, something that I call a wing cutter. I tell you what, I'm just, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's good for Gin. He's really slow to get up to his feet, and that's a man who likes to keep a matchup quickly paced. Little fast-paced action. Gin is not getting any of that anymore. Injured head. One's gonna have to wonder, is he gonna be able to continue training Tenna after this matchup? Because it looks like this team is trying to put away the former champion. I don't want to say for good. But look at him catching that. That was smooth, Gin. That's my champ. Is he gonna do the impossible here tonight? German suplex, straight jacket style. Oh my gosh, but he fell into a pinfall almost. Jessica not counting it because I don't think Sub-Zero is quite over the other arm of Gin. He actually slid off of the body. Stood up one more time. Reversal. Sub-Zero does have a signature and a finisher, and again, Tenna can't come in to help. Dead center of the ring. Gin reversed? I can't believe that. I actually cannot believe that. A shot right to the face. German suplex. Half and half suplex, actually. And Tenna does get the tag. Scorpion stands right back up, and he's dead. And that's been a theme for this team. There's been a tag and then immediate death after the person who has just been tagged in. But look at this, Tenna. World's biggest. Okay, that man's a goof. He is a whole goof. Off the ropes. Headbutt. TV headbutt. Stands tall one more time. Into the corner though. Sub-Zero back in control. Remember, these are your new tag team champions. This would be honestly huge if Tenna and Gin could beat them. It would let the whole tag team division notice, hey, they are not undefeatable, but it's a long shot at this point in time. Again, I was not going for that TV headbutt, landed on his feet though. Did not save him much at all because now they are going in for the kill. And they're doing it for the thrill, and they're staring, and they're destroying. Tenna is now injured as well, and that's... He saved him, because Tenna did not have resiliency. That head injury is truly bothering Gin, and the knees go up. Tenna, at the very least, has an opportunity, again, going for that, I'm going round and round. It's me, Mr. Tenna, Hurricane Rana. Off the ropes again, goes for that TV headbutt. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That head's so big, he might want to just go for the pinfall afterwards. He's got a signature from, I'm sorry, a finisher from up here. He lands. Tenna, you got to try and do that again. You're gonna have to try and do that again. In the corner. Tag's made again. Admittedly, no, not a tag team finisher. Just using their combined might to toss Scorpion up. Gin stands him up. If he hits the cat's claw, Or really the cat's cradle. Oh, or just nothing. Because Scorpion tosses him into the corner. And he runs at him. And it might be... oh, curtains! No! Reversal from Gin! Try to go... oh, I think he might have tried to go for that cat's claw. And now instead he's dying. He's dead. He's dead. Somebody call his mama. He doesn't know where his mom is, unfortunately. So we can't call her. Yo, that's disrespectful. Saying, alright, tag me in. Get the pin. Sub-Zero does have the signature. I suppose that is why. And that scares me because this team is so smart. Gin has taken so many of those knees. And hey, at least this time he's not stunned. He has a chance to reverse it. He doesn't. Oh, Gin. Tenna checking on Gin. Gin is hurt. Gin is hurt bad. Hey, no! Come on! Hey! Oh my gosh. Hey, men's tag team division, y'all. Y'all are, oh boy. Medical's going to need to check on Gin. They're gonna have to check on him bad. Oh boy. We're gonna continue with our show. Hopefully we have a little bit of something lighter here for you guys tonight. It is Ava versus Nigel Thornberry. Mother Dearest versus Father Dearest. However, I clicked start. Stars! That was hard to watch. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are bad folks. They are ruthless. You saw what they just did to the Royal Rumble winner and the former AWE champion. They may have put Gin on the shelf tonight. But here comes a mother. Mommy Dearest, Ava is here. Hello. Out here to fight. Forced to fight generally. This time it looks like she's fighting to make people happy. No, it's no longer fights to the death, no longer a war. It's really a breath of fresh air for her. And there's my boy. Both of these people failed against Pekka. But now they finally get to fight each other. We have two very different mother and father of the year this year. The man is the king of Smash. You know, Nigel Thornberry is not a part of a video game series, but you know, I would be okay with Nigel Thornberry joining Super Smash Brothers, if only for Smash. I'm sure he's modded into some game. In fact, I think Nickelodeon had some like Smash Brothers clone. I don't remember what it was called, like All-Star Brawl or something of that nature. I don't remember. But they had something like that. And, you know, I feel like Nigel Thornberry was a part of it, and if he wasn't, they missed an opportunity. That is what I decide tonight. Tonight we continue onward. Rebellion continues. Nigel rolls out of the way. I do need to keep in mind for you guys that today is July 5th, so in 7 days' time, July 12th, we will have OC submissions for this coming OC Revolution close. So you have 7 days left. I'll remind you next Sunday as well. But in the description, in the pinned comment, that is there. Go and enter if you have not. It will be Christmas in July. We'll probably do a little bit of fun Christmassy things, and it'll be a good time. Dirk Madison will be hosting as always, but you know, I'll have my input saying, hey, maybe you should do that, maybe you should do that. Hey, maybe I don't like that championship, champion who's holding that championship so much. Maybe give them a harder time, or maybe not. We'll see how it all plays out. Open hand strike right to the chest and a stomp to the arm. Right now, pretty even between mother and father. deep headlock by Ava here. A lot of chain wrestling, a lot of real graps. Something desperately in my eye. I can't believe Athena's going to Mania. Feel like I gotta say it every match, dude. On the shoulders, taken down. Stomp right to the chest. And pin for one. Just one. A fun little exhibition here to show off what they can do, what they've learned since competing in those tournaments. Ava a little worse for wear, has competed less recently than Nigel, so I guess she might have that advantage in terms of, like, she's probably feeling better than Nigel is. Ooh, open-handed chest. Oh my gosh, open-handed chop again, right to the chest 3 times. Ava not truly a luchador herself, but did wear a mask. Majima clearly did not like that. The luchadors do respect that. Luchadors and Yakuza are in a bitter war right now. It feels like a very bitter war. Straight right back up. In the corner. Clothesline. Elbow. Roll through. And stood up one more time. Dragged over and head goes into the turnbuckle. Scoop slam. What is going on here? Elbow drop doesn't land. Not the sig though. I actually don't remember what Ava's signature is. Popped up and down. I believe her finisher, Nature's Bounty, very similar to the swirl reaction. Yep. Oh no, it dodged, or rather reversed from Nigel Thornberry. Very much needed. Absolutely needed that. He was starting to fall behind in this matchup, and it was starting to get hot in the room, so I'm about to open the door for real. Also, everyone, stay hydrated. It is the hottest weekend of the year so far here. The second this show is over, this will probably be finished. I'm gonna fill it right back up. I'm gonna drink it one more time as Ava goes over the top rope. Nigel has a signature and a finisher. Should he bit balls diving? I think his whole nose hit her face, dude. And then lifted up from the ground, fisherman suplex. It took everything out of Nigel with that series of moves. But he is yet to give up in this fight. Trying to fight his way back into it. Turns her around. Knee strike to the back of the head. Count of 4. We're outside of the ring. Ooh, wait a minute. She reverses sig. Ava saying, no, the rules are we should be getting back into the ring as soon as we can. Pinfall on Nigel, who does not have resiliency. 1, 2. No. Nigel is no secret a straight 85. Super kick to the guts. Off the ropes, went for a... Ooh, caught the leg out of that. Okay, Nigel. Okay, I saw him catch it. Up to the top rope. Nigel. Goodness gracious. Nigel, I don't know what you were... I know what you were going for there. She was in the worst position for you to go for that. He was like, I had a misstep. And it indeed was not smashing. This time she is in a much better position. As Nigel Thornberry makes the climb, saying, second time, I've got it. Planks right into it and then crawls. Dude moves like a board. It's hilarious. 1, 2, Ava burns. Y'all, Nigel Thornberry, he's sure something. Elbow right to Ava's face. Ava, the queen of cake. Dropped onto the ropes. Nobody home as she's lifted back up a second time. Drop kick to the back. And rolls down. Nigel follows suit. I'll tell you what, Nigel still has resiliency and is very close to having another finisher if he lands it. It's over, but Ava using the ring side to her advantage. LED post right into the nose of Nigel Thornberry. Thornberry, however, tossing Ava to the side. We're at a count of 4. Clyde doing the count, and I still can't believe that Athena is going to Avi-Mania. I didn't think I would have to make a graphic so soon, but Athena said, you know what? It's my time. The first person to pin March 7th of 2026, but we talk about 2026, we have to talk about these two as well. Won their Mother and Father's Day tournaments, respectively, Ava and... Hold on, Ava and Nigel. Honestly, this roll-up might be enough to get the job done. 1, 2. Not enough. Ava still got some life. Ava might not have any life anymore. As Nigel bows down into the DDT. What a diva. 1, 2. Well, I really did think that was over. I really did think he had it there. He is very close to the signature. Ava still does have life. I will give her that. She does still have life. That life may be drained out of her in a moment as Nigel climbs to the top rope, and he may be hitting... I thought he was about to hit that stiff as a board move again, but I think Ava got up. Tripped up there. Oh, okay. Nigel's cooking, dude. He couldn't do this against Pecco because all the Yakuza were there to try and stop him, but he tried to go for the finish. After the signature, he tried to go for the finish. He probably just should have stopped. Into the corner. Shot right to the nose. Continuing stomping away. Now Nigel is stunned. Ava has a real opportunity to win. Because Nigel might not be able to work up resiliency again. That's the $1,000,000 question here. Turn around. Up to the top rope. What is she thinking here? What is she thinking here? Goodness gracious, Ava. Ava, chill. Reversed into a crossbody. Hey, Nigel Thornberry. Whose man's is that? As he drops her onto the shoulder. Stomps there. But caught her for the first time. Nature's Bounty lands. 1, 2. He did burn resiliency. He was able to work it up again. Ava's still in this fight, actually. And I want to point out she's got the signature right now. If she can land it, she might be able to beat Nigel Thornberry. But Nigel out of nowhere, pulling back with that submission hold. Ava is gasping for breath. It may be enough this late in the matchup. Ava survives. And reverses into a set of moves to counter and start an exchange of blows. Okay, they're kind of coming alive in this last half of this matchup. Another strike to the face. Nigel fires back. Nigel. Ava. Nigel. Ava. Nigel. Ava. I think this is the third time, I think maybe tonight, second or third time tonight, that we've seen this exchange of blows, and it's dead even down the middle. Ava rolls out of the way, tries to turn Nigel around. Nigel slaps her right out of the way. Ava now on the shoulders. Nigel going all the way to the corner, dropping the face onto the turnbuckle. Ava slumped into the corner, making sure she doesn't roll all the way to the outside. No, she doesn't want to get hit by that planking move from Nigel Thornberry. He said, it's time to get wild. Dropkick doesn't land. Ava's able to roll out of the way. Nigel does not have an opportunity to reverse at this point, which means Ava is looking to pick up a big victory here tonight. Nigel stands right back up, trying to pluck the leg. He was trying to tame the beast, but Ava was able to catch him before it happened. And if this move hits, Nigel Thornberry is stunned, and this matchup is as good as over. Ava getting ready to call for the end. At least I thought she was, and Nigel may now actually still have a chance. Stood back up. But out of nowhere, Nature's Bounty! He ran right into it, 1-2. Ava picks up the win. Hard-fought victory because I thought Nigel had this. I thought he had this. Let's talk about it. It almost ended as well later on in this matchup. In the last moments of this match, it was almost taming the beast that caught the end of this thing. And look at this, Nigel Thornberry. This is where I thought it was over. She did not have resiliency left. This matchup should have been as good as gone right there. DDT landed, and Nigel, the diva that he is, crawled into it. Nobody's home. Single leg jawbreaker, single leg code breaker. But here's the very end of this. Ran right into Nature's Bounty. God, what a move. 1, 2, and Nigel Thornberry put away tonight by Mother Dearest and proves once again it's all about the mom. It's all about the mommies. Here comes the mommies. Mommy. That's the Avi remix, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, Ava taking this victory. Mother Dearest is the best that there is, the best that there was, and the best there ever will be. Bless up for the mothers. Everybody, get you some milk tonight, and we gonna continue. I'm gonna stop before I continue to be out of pocket. Give me my stars, and let's get to our main event. It's time. The AWE champion goes one-on-one with Mizuki Date. After calling her out, stars. Mizuki looks to prove that Sage is just a coward. There's the champion. Robotnik Enterprises. I guess she is, what, Sage Robotnik would be her last name, I guess, you know what I mean? I guess it isn't Eggman Enterprises because it's not just about Eggman, it's Robotnik Enterprises because she is a Robotnik. I'm surprised it's not Sage Enterprises at this point because she really does seem to be the leader of this organization. She said everyone will fall in line, and it looks like she expects Mizuki to fall in line in this matchup. Will the champion do what she needs to do and win this whole thing? I don't know. Win this whole thing. Win this whole matchup, I suppose. She is up against a Mizuki who proved that, hey, she's still got that sauce. She's still got that stuff. And here comes that Mizuki right here, right now. Kizzy, Mizuki, and Date may have been a little bit of a problem in their six-man tag this past Friday. Kizzy and Mizuki were holding their own. Date seemed to not want a piece of any of the action until Eggman got in the ring. Eggman and Date actually had a very good back and forth. Dude, Kizzy stared right at Iva. Iva is now pinned, what, 2 out of 3 of the members of this group? I don't want to see Iva versus Kaname Date. That's not what I want to see. But you know, the problem is I feel like Sage might demand it. I know she's sinister. I know she's a rude dude like that, for real, but we will continue on tonight. Mizuki Date main events rebellion with the AWE champion, and right now it's been all Date. Mizuki, not Date Kaname. Stomp to Sage. And a stomp to the arm as well. AWE champion in immediate danger. Headbutt. Into a high cross. A low angle high cross into a dropkick. Dude. This is angry Mizuki, dude. Sage finally able to get a move off here. As Mizuki has been in rage mode since the bell rung. And in fact, let me stop. She's been in rage mode since before the bell rung. She's been in rage mode since the end of the match this past Friday. Sage trying to bait her into making stupid decisions. We talked about this earlier on, trying to bait someone into making dumb decisions. And I think she did just that. I don't know how she got the advantage so quickly in that exchange of blows. But I'll be one, not even. Sage, as we talked about this past Friday, is a calculated individual. Has already now determined her chances of beating Ibuki and knows the best ways to go about it. Maybe she even let Ibuki get some early offense uncontested so that she could fool her into making some not stupid decisions, some decisions based on her anger, her rage. Right into the corner. Oh, I don't know. Did you see how her leg ended up on the rope? That was rough. And we know that her kicks and her strength are her bread and butter, and she needs her legs for that German suplex to the champion. Mizuki clearly not giving up, though. Standing up Sage. On the shoulders and dropped. Pinfall lands, and it's one. Just one. Sage is feeling a little rough, but both ladies now have... Ooh, actually, Sage, I don't think actually has the signature, and neither does Mizuki. They're both about one move away from having that. If this move lands, Mizuki's got it. And Sage has it because she gets a little bit from taking that move. Stood right back up. It's a matter of who will hit their moves. Reversal. Sage turns the Mizuki around, and it hits the signature immediately. Mizuki now in danger. Will she burn here? 1, 2. She will not. And Sage throwing a tantrum, dude. Literally throwing a tantrum after what just happened. Dragging Mizuki center of the ring. And you gotta imagine she's already ready to try and end this thing. Mizuki, however, adrenaline up. Not a terrible decision, but one. Maybe Mizuki just as upset as how that went down. Headbutt. Into that high cross again. Kneeling into... Yo, that combination is disgusting. The high cross into a kneeling position to hit one more knee strike is brutal, dude. Who could come up with that other than Mizuki Date? Nobody. Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody. But Sage reversed the signature, and now Mizuki is caught in the submission that won Sage the championship in record time. It took the whole adrenaline bar away from Mizuki. The whole bar gone. But Mizuki very clearly saying, that's fine. I'm still gonna rough you up. You'll still burn resiliency to me. Eggman. Oh, it looked like he was trying to remove the turnbuckle. It looks like Sage might not have needed it. Caught her. Crossbody. Iba tried to roll to the rope. Sage didn't let it happen. Kept her leg right by the ear of Mizuki. And we've seen this before. Sage stomps on your back like a step stool and then stomps on your head. And now Mizuki might be out cold legit. No, that headbutt again. This is, okay. The wheelhouse for this move, she says it works every time. It really might work every time. Stood up. I think Mizuki was trying to go to the corner for a finisher. Sage trying to stay in that close corner to make sure Mizuki could not hit it. Instead, Mizuki saying, all right, if I can't hit that, I'll hit you with a little something else. Up on the shoulders. And sent into that kick. Sage does not have resiliency. Champ is going to have to dig deep to kick out of this one, because a kick from Mizuki will knock anybody out, but not Sage, not the champ here tonight. Not Sage, not the champion here tonight. Everyone chanting that this is wrestling. Mizuki with these combinations, just a battering Sage. Stood back up one more time. And again with that high cross, it is Mizuki's favorite combination. And once again, it does work every single time. Rolled through out of that power move. And drops Sage down. Sage stands right back up though. Try to jump off the ropes. Maybe baited Mizuki in to stop her. And rolls again. And Mizuki's forced to stare at Iba. This positioning was on purpose. This positioning was on purpose, but Mizuki survives. Mizuki survives. Forcing Mizuki to stare at Iba is crazy work, Sage. Disgusting work, but you may have just made Mizuki even more upset. She runs out of the corner. and gets reversed again, catching the leg on the rope. Sage pop up, spine buster, shades of her dad. Look like a little eggplant there. Stomping on the arm. Elbow drop to the chest and Mizuki stunned. Sage is sinister. She is diabolical. Hitting that roll through Boston Crab right into Aiba's face was maybe the most bad-mannered thing I've seen in a minute in professional wrestling. Elbow drop, and it does land on the back of Mizuki. Mizuki stands right back up though. Went for a spear, nobody home. Reversal from Mizuki, not getting dragged back into the ring yet by Sage. Leg balanced, Insecurity lands. Sage not stunned yet. At a count of 4 though, may be stunned in a second. This is gonna reset the count, so I have plenty of time to get back in the ring. She didn't need it. Instead, Sage tosses her into the steel steps. Mizuki able to stop herself, but not stopping herself from going back first in the barricade. This has become a brawl full of pure hatred, and again, face first, dragged against the barricade. Dragging Mizuki back towards the ring. Mizuki does not have a signature built up. And Sage with that claw slam just pins Mizuki in the main event of Rebellion. This became a psychological match. This became a psychological match. Targeted the head and then did a roll through Boston Crab right in the face of Aiba. Mizuki said, I'm going to take her head off. She tried to go top rope and cave Sage's chest in, but instead Sage dragged Mizuki's face on the steel barricade, has the hand claw slam. For 1, 2, that's your champion. That's your champ right there. They are unstoppable. Since they started teaming up together, they are unstoppable. Sage had a vision, and that vision included Aiba. Her loyalties remain as we continue. That was Rebellion. Hey, what a night of wrestling. Can we talk about, we'll save that. This match was such a good psychological match. Took advantage of Mizuki's mental state after last Friday's match. She came into this match angry, and she left it heartbroken. Ava came back after Nigel Thornberry burned resiliency on her. They murdered Gin. Tenna too, but they really murdered Gin. Captain Falcon remains undefeated, and Athena Sykes is the first person to pin March 7th, 2026. Incredible. But we must go on. That was our show. We'll check our news real quick. Sure, that makes sense. Let me see. Sub-Zero and Scorpion won their match against Tenna and Gin. Delivered brutal beating with their opponents. The crowd roared and booed in frustration. Yeah. People love Gin, and people are coming around to Tenna. Tenna injured, and Marcel's been cleared. Very good. I'm glad to see that Marcel is finally over any of those nagging injuries. That is Rebellion. I guess we can check out what the next Rebellion would have been. Correct? Yes. It would have been. Not spoiler. Not spoiler. Okay, sure. Sure. Very interesting main event. It would have been Hina versus Alice. Would have been Pecco versus Sage. United World Champion versus the AWE Campion. It would have been Old Times versus new champions in Beto and Ningguang. It would have been Old Champions Von Karma and Charizard rather versus new champions Scorpion and Sub-Zero. The Repairman versus Shin. Nobody even knows where this man's is. Shin would have just taken a free victory. And it would have been the now stoppable March 7th versus the undefeated Captain Falcon. Falcon's kind of scary. We will continue next week, I suppose, because Rebellion is done for the night. It was nice, stars, to have a pretty normal show. I gotta talk to Mascoto. I had not had any time because, admittedly, I was enjoying a nice cookout yesterday. I figured a lot of bad stuff would happen in Scars and Stripes, and it did. It did. But now that that's over, we're back into not panic mode, but we are back into the mode where we gotta focus up. We gotta make sure that everything's going okay for Avi-Mania, because I don't know what Mascoto is doing. It's so weird because, like, before, during the Shingo Lamingo IRC incident, Mascoto was he was on our side. He was doing whatever it took to save the AW and bring back good professional wrestling, but now he's sided with the Third Law, it seems. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. But we'll figure it out together in the trying weeks coming. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.